Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Shannon. This is Cosmic Goddess Healing. I'm buzzing this morning. I had the pleasure last night to go to my Reiki master conducts what's called a women's circle. She does it once a month, the fourth Thursday of every month. And she brings in a speaker or guest every time we do this women's circle. And last night's guest was the creator of the Light Seers Tarot deck. So, I mean, I was absolutely buzzing last night to meet Chris Ann. She is a beautiful soul, an incredible woman. She blew me away. Her intuition is so on point. I love this tarot deck. This is really the deck that I sort of have truly been learning with. Um, the pictures on it, the book meanings, everything is so beautiful about this deck. So I am going to pull a few cards from this deck today, but what I really felt guided to come on and talk about today was value. And I think this is a really confusing topic for a lot of people. I know it was a very confusing topic for me. Where does our value come from? And I think we are in such a time where the world is so broken and so skewed by materialistic things and materialism and power, but misuse of that power. And I think most people have the wrong idea that value comes from the car you drive, the big house you have, the job title that you hold. You see it every day when, and I don't even think people know they're doing it, but the subtle bragging of, who they are and, oh, they're so important in their job. And um, I think people misunderstand the true essence of where our value comes from. And I really was one of those people. And I think there's also a tie-in of like how you see yourself. And I had this profound awakening like 6 months ago. And it honestly, again, I'm so sorry I just talk about this so much, but it was because of my twin flame journey. And that twin flame journey really awakened me seeing my value in myself without needing that from somebody else, without needing the validation from my twin flame, without needing the validation from my job, from my boss, from my mom, from my kids. I was someone that was always wandering around the world seeking outside validation, seeking, you did a good job, Shannon. Well done. I needed that constant validation because I thought if people validated me, that meant I was valuable. And that was wrong. And it was, I don't remember her name, a beautiful woman who lost her hearing in her adult years. And she had the profound awakening through the loss of her hearing that, value has nothing to do with the outside world. Value has nothing to do with what other people's opinions are of you. True value comes from within. True value comes from the person that you are in the world. Are you of service to the world, or are you a taker of the world? Are you just out there buying, 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 consuming, 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 taking, taking, taking from the world, but never giving back? Not even being kind to people around you, because that's another thing I've noticed in the world is there is like so much rudeness. And I don't know if COVID was the reason that created that rudeness, or that nobody gives a shit about anybody anymore. Nobody cares to hold a door open for anybody anymore. Nobody, says thank you when you change lanes and someone lets you in. People are so aggressive on the road, aggressive when you're out in public. It's sad. It's sad. And because I'm an empath and because I'm so sensitive to these things, it hurts my heart. It literally hurts my heart to be out in the world sometimes and be the recipient of so much rudeness. And in my job, even, I mean, in my corporate job that I am desperately trying to move out of now because I am no longer in alignment with that world and that way of being, and that do more, pressure, pressure, pressure. You're not doing enough. Sell more, sell more. It's never good enough. That's not good for somebody like me who's sensitive and who's an empath and who takes those things to heart. But in all honesty, it actually taught me, being in this job and having all this pressure and never feeling like I'm matching up to what they want from me, made me realize that it doesn't actually matter. What they think of me doesn't actually matter. It's what I think of myself. And today, I think very highly of myself. I know who I am. I'm a giver. I am of service to the world. I am of service to God. Um, I'm not a taker anymore. I'm not a consumer anymore where I have to buy because I have to show it off on social media to make people like me or think that I'm worth something. And I think a lot of people use social media as a stage to show off the life they want to have, but that they don't actually have. Um, and I wish that more people would take the time to put that energy, the energy that they put into this fake life they portray on social media, to actually obtaining that life. And it starts with you. It starts with me. It starts with us doing the work on ourselves so that we do actually feel valuable. Because something I've learned along the way is real abundance and manifestation is completely tied to your self-worth and your value. And I mean, along the way, I definitely manifested things. I know I've spoken before of the little green book that I love, the abundance book. That book changed my life in terms of my prosperity. But because I didn't have value in myself, because I didn't have self-worth, that money just slipped through my fingers like water. I'd spent it within about 6 months. And this happened twice. I was able to manifest a pretty large sum of money 2 times in my life. Um, Money that I didn't expect, money that I had no idea that amount was going to be coming. Like, I truly did manifest that. But because, again, I didn't have an energy or a vibration of worthiness, that money was gone very quickly, and I was very quickly catapulted back into a lack experience. Um, and it's only been lately that I've realized that your money and your abundance and how you keep the flow of that coming in is very directly tied to how you see yourself. And if you don't see value in yourself, and if you don't feel worthy to receive things, you're not going to. Your outer experience is going to keep being one that reflects lack, that reflects unworthiness. And I really felt like I was in the shower this morning, and I was getting ideas of, like, I really felt like I needed to talk about this, because I do think there is so much confusion out there right now with, um, you know, all the media and advertising, and like, stop watching the news. Please stop watching the news. That's something I did a long time ago. The news is negative. It creates fear, and fear and love can't be existing in the same moment. You can't be afraid and feeling love at the same time. It's impossible. It's one or the other. So, um, just, I know I got a little sidetracked there with that comment, but, love is part of it. Self-love is part of it. And if you're constantly glued to the news, which is always fear-based, it's always, we need to keep the public in control. So we need to keep them in a constant state of fear, because if they're afraid, they'll do what we say. They're going to listen to what we say and believe what we're saying. And maybe it's time for people to wake up and start questioning, is this actually true? Is this information real? Why am I ingesting this? Like, some people, and my mom's one of these people. Mom, if you ever watch this, I love you, but she keeps CP24, the news channel, on 24/7. And when COVID was happening, good Lord, that channel was on all the time. Um, and you're listening to that all day. You're listening to those stories, the nasty, negative, fearful robberies, catastrophes, weather around the world. Like, that's all you're ingesting all day long. And what do you think that's doing to you? It isn't doing anything good. When I started my practices of awakening, I shut out all of that noise. I shut out the societal noise. I very rarely go on social media. Um, And when I do go on social media, I try to make sure it's genuine and authentic stuff that I'm posting, not make believe, not what I want you to think I have or who I want you to think I am. I try to be as authentic as possible when I'm posting now, more intentional about it. But I don't post often because I don't go on social media. If I am going to be on a screen, it's because I'm watching something on YouTube that's awakening my mind, that's teaching me something positive, that's helping me heal. So I don't know. I don't know why that part of the message needed to come in today. I'm just saying whatever feels like it needs to come out right now. But please, 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 if you're somebody that's struggling with lack right now, if you're someone that struggles with a lot of fear and a lot of self-doubt, you're craving outside attention or constant validation from people outside of yourself, it's time to start doing the work. It's time to start looking within and looking at yourself and saying, do I like me? Do I like who I am in the world? Am I a kind person in the world? Do I help strangers? Would I hold a door open for somebody? Do I say thank you when I switch lanes? Ask yourself these questions and be honest with yourself, because if you lie to yourself, you're not fooling anybody but yourself. So who's that going to help, right? So anyways, I'm going to leave that there. But because of beautiful Chris Ann last night and her beautiful, incredible deck of cards, I do want to look at maybe what's holding you back. What can you share with us, Spirit, through these beautiful cards Chris Ann made? What's holding my collective back from, I need to go get a card. What is holding my collective back from their value? Yeah, wow. Okay, so the first card out was the Strength card, but it is in the upright. And then the Six of Swords came out in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles came out in reverse. And I mean, yeah, this shows me that whoever is going to be watching this doesn't feel like they can achieve this, doesn't feel like they're worthy of sitting in their Queen of Pentacles era, in their abundance, in their glory, in their purpose. You don't trust. This card is telling me that you're not trusting. You're not trusting that you are being guided. You're not trusting that you have the power and the ability to transmute this, to heal from this. You don't believe it. And I understand that, because I've also been in a place of not believing. But this Strength card in the upright tells me that you're getting there, that you are desiring to turn these cards upright. You are desiring to move past these illusions that you have created for yourself, to say that you can't do this, to say that you're not worthy, to say that you're not valuable, but you are. And again, value doesn't mean what you have. Value doesn't mean the car you drive, the Botox in your face. Anything like hair extensions, the diamond ring on your finger. Like, none of that shit matters. It doesn't actually matter. It's just stuff. It's just stuff. And honestly, it gets old, and then you want something else because that's old and you need something else to show off. So learn to unattach from those material possessions and start to learn to look within and find that inner strength. Find the strength within you to take an honest look at yourself. Find the strength to look honestly within your heart, to say, am I a good person? Do I like who I am in the world? Do I like the way I treat others? Am I good to others? Because it's being good to everybody, not just your family, not just your circle of friends. It's about being kind and good to every person in the world, no matter what their circumstances are. And I know that's not an easy thing to do. Trust me. I mean, like I said, there's a lot of rudeness in the world right now. And I have really been trying to learn how to look past the rudeness and understand that that person is only acting from a place of trauma. That person is only acting from a place of brokenness or fear or whatever their reasons are for being rude. And I mean, that's a protective mechanism for them for some reason. And I don't know what that reason is, but I wanted to take more messages, Spirit. If you have more messages of hope for my collective that is struggling, oh wow, with their value, the World card. The World card signifies completion, that you are going to do this. You are going to find the strength to look within and be honest with yourself. You are going to find completion in this. This is very positive. This is saying that you're going to do the work, that you're being guided to do the work, that you have spiritual beings that are helping you to do the work. And you know what? I think I want to quickly pull from the Keepers of the Light. Who is helping? Who is helping my collective right now to see their value, to wake up to the way they've been being in the world, and help them see their true value, help them learn who they are as a person, and the power they yield and the purpose they have, the uniqueness that they bring to this world. Like nobody else is you. Nobody else can be you. You are unique, and you do have something unique to offer. You do. And I know that's hard to believe if you're somebody that's sitting in a place of disbelief, doubt, fear, lack. You're thinking, no, Shannon, I have nothing. Like, I don't have any ideas. I don't have anything to offer. I used to think that. That's exactly the thoughts that used to spin around my head, that I was no good. I don't have any good ideas, and I don't have anything unique to offer. But here we go. Look at me now. Clearly I do. So, wow. The card I got out was Lord Shiva, Transcendence. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given. Oh my God, dance with the universe. Oh my, beautiful, beautiful card, guys. If that ain't confirmation, I don't know what is. You are being helped by Lord Shiva right now. You are being helped by Lord Shiva to transmute the limitations that are holding you back. You are going to rise. And the World card tells me that whoever's watching this is ready to rise. So rise, you beautiful souls. If you feel guided, I would love to hear about your journey. I would love to hear if you related to this message. Please like, please share, please subscribe, as my channel is so new and I am trying to grow it so that it can get to more people, but only do so if you feel guided. No pressure at all. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. Mwah.